WeatherWords is a production of The Reporter, Delaware County's leading news source.
Good day to everyone. If you remember back to last Thursday when we were talking to you under umbrellas because it was pouring, we only got to 68 degrees that day, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it had already dropped to 62. During that whole entire morning, all it did was pour. 1.77 inches worth of rain. Since then, we had 3 100s last night. We'll get to that in just a little bit. And we had a little bit of a shower a little while ago. But even without that, we went from behind in precipitation for June to over precipitation in June by 3/4 of an inch in a day's time, okay? The interesting thing was the ground dried up so quick in the afternoon, I couldn't believe it. That amount of rain usually causes all sorts of things, except we're right in the middle of the entire growing season and everything just zapped it right up. Believe it or not, the next day I got to mow lawn. And let's get to that Friday because it was an absolutely beautiful day. It started at 51. It got to 80, but it never felt like it because the humidity was low. There was a light breeze blowing. It was one of those days where you say, let me stay outside as long as I can. It's beautiful out here. And then we had the weekend. Let's just say 2 very uncomfortable days. We had a fog to start out Saturday morning. And once the sun burned through that fog, boy, the humidity went up. We got to 81 degrees. It was like, oh, I'm feeling uncomfortable. And that was due to the dew point. And then there was yesterday. You know, you walked outside and said, this is really, really hot. It really wasn't. We only got to 84. But the dew point was reaching 70. And when that happens, it's just really uncomfortable. In fact, the 84 felt like 89 degrees. I mean, that's the heat humidity index. And you step outside into the sun and it felt like you stuck your head in an oven. Well, if I thought that was bad enough, then there was this morning. You know, they were promising all sorts of horrible storms for here yesterday. It darkened over. We had clouds most of the afternoon, but nothing happened. But if you looked at the Doppler radar, you found out all those nasty thunderstorms went north of us or south of us, and we didn't get any rain at all until 3:30 this morning, which was okay with me because I had just finished the chickens when it started to rain, and I didn't get wet this time. That was wonderful. And then we had my brother, when I went over to visit him, said, you know, it's getting darker outside instead of lighter outside, and then the next thing you know, it poured another 7 100ths of an inch. Okay. Let's just say this morning we started at 69 degrees. I didn't know it was that bad, except I heard my air conditioner turn on 3 or 4 times last night. And I said, where's this cold front that's supposed to get here? Well, it didn't arrive this morning either, because I opened the door to go outside and go, oh, this is really the air you can wear. I haven't been doing anything, and I'm sweating already, okay? That's because there's very little evaporation. The humidity right now is 100%. However, it won't be too much longer, about 10:30, the skies are going to clear, and the next 5 days, you're going to love them. Put all the temperatures in the next 5 days, upper 60s to low to middle 70s. No precipitation at all until next Saturday, provided the 5-day forecast is accurate. You know, 5 days is stretching it a little bit, but I've looked at what's the high pressures and low pressures around the nation at the moment, and I think they're going to be right. A clear, sunny, comfortable, low humidity week until the end of the day on Friday. We haven't had that in a long time either, so go out and appreciate it while it's here. You know, it was good for the graduations because the weather was okay. The poor people wearing the black outfits, I'm sure they were cooking out there on Saturday, but you know what? I didn't hear anybody complain. Most of the graduations were outside, and it was wonderful. So here we are now. It's summer, And boy, does it feel like it. My shirt is sticking to me as I'm talking to you right now. So anyway, I will talk to everybody again on Monday. And we're getting close to the end of June. So I will, oh, today is Monday, isn't it? I'm sorry. See how I lose track of all these days? I'll talk to you again on Thursday. And you know what? I don't know if I like this any more than I liked the 58s and the 62s that were out there, and it wasn't summer. If this is what the rest of summer is going to be like, it's like, ugh. But I'll take a week of 70s. That's good. Look forward to it. And one of these days, I'll get the day right while I'm standing here. It's like the third time in a row I got it wrong. That's one of the things about being retired. Who cares what day of the week it is? It can be whatever it's going to be. So anyway, when I talk to you again, and also in the paper, there'll be a complete summary all the way up till the end of Wednesday. And there we are. Pretty soon it'll be July. Have a good day.
To advertise, subscribe, or sponsor Weather Words, call 607-464-4009.